Okay.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, it is your man Anthony Smith, and I am sitting here with woo-wee, somebody who's about to take off, man. He has one of the dopest Merle bullies in the game. This guy just went out to Texas and cleaned up. I got my boy Bear from Krafty Kennels, and ain't nothing crafty about it, baby. He's really, really getting it in. You know what I mean? Ain't nothing crafty about it. Man, Bear, how you doing?
Yeah, I'm blessed, man. Just super stoked, happy to be here, man. First of all, I want to give honor to the guy who's out of my life.
Yeah.
I just want to thank you for opening up your platform, man, to let a young individual like myself, come here and showcase my talent and my creativity.
No doubt,
and
no
my
doubt.
art.
I had to bring you in. I want to say the first time we met in person was 2019.
At the Bully
Expo,
yes,
set
sir.
up.
Yes, sir.
Huh?
Yes,
I think
sir.
I still got the footage. I'm gonna plug it right here. If I can find it, I'm gonna plug it right here. Y'all see, y'all pay attention.
Yes, sir.
Hey, my man has been working hard. How was let's talk about the pandemic before we get into anything else. How did that end up working out for, I know you haven't quite transitioned all the way into a full-time breeder. So did it affect you at your normal job? And then what happened in the dog world as well?
Okay, no. So actually, unfortunately, it was a blessing for me still because I work for UPS.
Okay.
So
packages was going up.
Hey, so
they couldn't go outside.
What they call the workers that has to work all the time?
Essential?
Yeah, essential, yes.
Essential
I was an
workers.
essential worker.
Working.
I wasn't really affected by it. So I was, blessed and thankful for that. Shout out to UPS.
Yeah.
But
dropping the packages off on time, all the time.
All the time, man. Hey, it's so crazy because people stop me around the place like, hey, do you have my package? I say, I'm sorry, ma'am. I say, I'm not even delivering in your area. But,
they just
I promise
it's coming.
It's coming.
Right.
So, once again, I had that work. So, it really didn't affect me. And, it actually kind of helped because a lot of people was at home a lot. So they actually needed something to kind of help them get through the times.
Exactly.
And a lot of people were alone. So dog sales actually kind of picked up for me.
Yes. And and everybody else in the dog game.
So
like I said it probably on 4 or 5 podcasts. I've never taken more airplanes than I have through the pandemic. It was insane, bro. Yeah. We was at Ontario so much. The dude at TSA, what up, Ant? You back? Okay. I'm like, hey, come over here. You ain't even got to go through the machine, man. You here every week, bro. Right. I'm like, golly, this is crazy.
Man, seriously.
The one time I'm not recording because we're always going through there, and there was nobody there. You know what I mean? It was literally like a ghost town at all airports, especially LAX. LAX was ridiculous. Ontario was super bad, but Ontario is such a smaller airport that there's not as many people there anyways. Yeah. But when you went to LAX, it was like ghost town.
Man, for real.
But the thing that was crazy was we would leave LAX, Ontario, right? And then we would fly like into Texas, and it was popping. I'm like, oh, these people don't know what's going on?
Right.
I'm seeing sports being played, people at the sports bar, like the whole airport is popping. I'm like, I pull my mask up like I'm scared.
Actually it's crazy because, California, they take it seriously.
Yes.
And in other states, like you said, they
man, Texas was out there
like,
doing
what?
it big.
What is COVID?
Yes.
What is this you speak of?
Yes. Like we were speaking 2 completely different languages, man. I know we jumped into the COVID thing because it kind of took us there, but I like to bust down how you got into the dog game, why you decided to breed the type of dogs that you're breeding, and let's get into that.
Okay, for sure. So I started breeding about 3 years ago.
Okay.
But prior to that, I actually ran into a guy in the mall. And he had a French Bulldog.
What mall? You remember the mall?
It was right there in Buena Park. I don't know the
Buena
name
Park.
of it, but
Okay,
it's a mall at Buena Park.
Okay.
And the guy had a Merle French Bulldog. At the time, I didn't know what it was called. I was like, what's the Oreo little dog name?
Yeah.
He said, oh, it's a Merle. I like, okay, bet. I like, how much does something like that cost? He told me he paid $15,000.
And you looked at him like he was crazy.
I thought he was just crazy. I said, who in the heck would pay $15,000?
Hit him with the...
I said, who would pay $15,000 for something that's going to eventually die?
Hey, this dog gonna die.
Sense.
You know that, man.
It didn't make sense to me, right? Mm-hmm. So that was 2 years prior to me getting started to breed.
Okay.
So as the time went, the demand for these dogs
going up.
They start coming out more. So they became a celebrity dog. You
Right.
see all these high up.
So what dog
names.
made you want to breed? Was
French
it that
Bulldog.
very first Frenchie?
So the French Bulldog, yeah. So like I said, for the first time when I first met and saw the dog, I thought the dog was beautiful, but I thought the guy was crazy in his mind for paying $15,000 for a dog.
Right. Did you even go home and tell your lady?
She was with me.
So she was with you, so she heard it first.
She heard it, yeah. She's like, that is ridiculous. Who would pay something like? So as the time comes, I'm very open minded to a lot of things, and I'm like one of those guys. You tell me something, I jump on it right away,
right? And
I feel like I figured out as I'm in it.
Okay.
I don't really do too much research. I do a little research.
Right. But you all in.
I'm all in.
10 toes.
And my girl called me crazy. She said, you
LA, that's that LA.
She said, you just do anything. I said, yeah, I mean, I don't feel like billionaires became billionaires by, having time to really break down and evaluate everything. Everything's through trial and error.
So nowadays you telling her something like this?
Respect on my name.
Yeah. Hey, that's one of my favorite songs. I actually got it on my phone right now in my playlist. So then as the time went by and my mindset, as I got older, I got wiser.
Yeah.
And I started understanding investments.
Okay.
I started understanding processing things better. So I had already two kids at this time.
Okay. So you had 2 kids already before
I got
your first dog.
So then I had my third one on the way. My fiance was 7 months pregnant. I said, I work, my 9 to 5, we stand above float, but it's not enough for me. What can I do that could help me, excel and have us have a more comfortable living? Right. That could bring residual income in or, some extra type of income in, So then I started looking into the dogs. I said, I'm gonna get a dog. I had about 10 grand. Yeah. To my name.
10 G's. Ooh.
And then
you pulled the Michael Jordan move. Just give it all to the dog. So just give it all to him.
I get on it. I literally made up my mind. I made up my mind in December. It's right before my daughter. My daughter's born February 13th.
Spent the baby's birthday money. Look at him. Look at him. He done spent the baby birthday money on the dog.
I said,
you ain't right. You came in with the puppy like, babe, this is for the baby.
I said, I'm gonna invest and buy us a dog.
Okay.
She said, a dog, how much a dog cost? I said, 10,000. She said, what? Are you crazy? Like, we could use that money for so much other stuff. She's like, we could get married with this money. I said, babe, trust me. It's gonna pay off.
Pan out.
That money that we make from the dog, we can pay for the wedding, we can pay for this.
Right.
She's like, no, it's stupid.
Right. We're gonna get married one time, money gone.
Yeah, one time, money gone, right? So then 2 days later, I called Cali Lilacs. Okay. Which is my boy Phil. I said, hey, bro.
Shout out to Phil, Cali Lilacs, you know what I mean? We ain't here.
Lilac Kings. Cali Lilac Kings.
Yeah.
I said, I want that dog. He said, you want that dog? Send me a deposit. Now, mind you, this is me first getting into breeding. I don't know this guy. I don't know this guy nothing. So he said, send me $500 and I'm going to get on the plane. I said, what? I got to see money?
Wait, where was the dog at?
The dog was up north.
Okay. So you had to take a plane or an 8-hour drive,
so he had to take a plane to deliver it to me. Now, like I said, I'd never been in breeding. I didn't know nothing about it. So I was kind of skeptical. Like, I don't know
I
this
can't
guy.
just send this dude $500.
I said, well, I'm going to go for it. I sent the guy $500. He flew out that same day and brought me my dog.
That's what's
happening. I paid him the balance. Yeah. And it's been up ever since then. I was able to buy my first house. Shout out to, the dog game. Dog money. All good money.
Dog money. Good money.
Dog money. Good money. And
so wait. Let's back up. So you decided to go with a Frenchie after you had saw that Frenchie in the mall. Yes, right? Sir. So did you strictly just start researching Frenchies from then? Or was it like the umbrella? Was it like English Bulldogs, the EBs, the Bullies, and it was just straight Frenchies? It
was straight Frenchies.
What did it for you with the Frenchies?
Like I said, I started seeing like celebrities with them. I started seeing them more out. And
them dollar signs was going off. It was looking like money on the ground.
Legal money, like, look, I ain't got to do nothing crazy for it. Let me go ahead and get it. So then, I started reading French Bulldogs. Okay. I started looking up their demeanor.
So what made you go with your boy out in the person that you decided to get your dog from? I can't think of his name.
Phil.
Phil. My bad.
Like a new breeder, my first mistake, color. I fell in love with the color.
I fell in love with the cocoa.
He was a lilac try, and I'm like, man, this dog is beautiful.
Right.
Like, oh man, this is it.
No structure. No toe up.
Actually, he actually turned out okay, but he's a standard size Frenchie. He's now my most compact, which I drive for now.
Yeah.
But he definitely, put me on the map as far as getting me and showing me things that I needed to do and how to correct things when I go to breeding.
So he kept you as a long-term customer by kind of guiding you down the correct path.
Yes, sir.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Okay, so after you got the Frenchie, what was the next move?
So after I got my first male Frenchie,
how long was you in trouble for? How long was wifey not really messing with you after you done blew the bag, got this puppy, and she looking at him like he better do something?
Actually, what's crazy is I got the dog, and then I was staying in an apartment, and I couldn't have dogs where I was stayed at.
So the dog had to be quiet.
I didn't pay $10,000 for this dog that I can't keep at my house. So I had to call, my cousin. Rashard, a.k.a. Tommy No Pickles.
Yeah.
And I said, hey, yo, bro, look out for me for a minute. I just need you to put this dog at your house till I could, get things figured out.
Right.
Mind you, my cousin hates dogs.
Okay.
Like, he don't even like puppies.
Okay.
And he looked out for me. He put my dog in his house.
Yes.
And my dog.
Shout out to Cuzzo.
And he made him hate dogs even more because Roy was a terrible puppy.
He was tearing shit up.
He boo-booed. He threw boo-boo on the walls.
Oh,
yeah, because when they get dressed, they go like. So he's like, "How did he even get the poop up there? Because it's high up."
Listen. My dog right now in the garage threw shit all up the side of my Range Rover.
Oh my! I know you want to kill me.
What?
Hey,
what?
Hey, my cousin knows
the
exactly
heater.
how you feel.
I got some heaters out there. I could just hear. All in the heater. The heater didn't even know what to do. It was boiling the dog boo boo just everywhere.
So I put that dog there. He stayed there. And then I got to thinking. I said, what's the best way I can get this dog to my house?
Okay.
So I went and saw a psychologist. Shout out to my psychologist, Dr. Darling. She helped me through my time in need.
Dr. Darling showed you how to work how to get the dog in the house.
Yes. She basically administered him as a emotional support animal.
Whoa. Okay.
And I was able to bring him home to my apartment.
Did he have the little vest because he was emotional?
No deposit. No deposit, no monthly payments.
Yes.
And I was able to sleep better at night because I had my dog at home with me.
My guy. My guy. Hit him with the air horn for that. Come on. I ain't heard that one before. That is, hey, if y'all got a puppy and y'all can't have it at the house, go see a local doctor. Maybe they might be able to get you a doctor's note. Not just to get you out of work, but to get the puppy in the house. Stop playing with us. Yeah. We dropping gems over here.
Another one.
Hey.
Not playing.
And then what's crazy is, like they say, once you get into it, you kind of go crazy.
Yeah.
So
then you really started doing the research.
I was in the doghouse for maybe about a week or two.
Ooh, okay.
And then,
that's not bad.
It wasn't that bad. My girl, she real forgiving.
Right.
Shout out to Ruby. I love you, baby.
Yeah.
So then a month later, I went to go help my friend get a dog, and I ended up buying a dog. Yeah.
Another one.
A female.
Another one.
And then a week later, I bought another one.
What?
So now I'm
wait. Time out. So when we start talking, you had 10 bands. So where's the rest of this money coming from?
Investors. Investors. People who shared and believed in me.
Right.
And they knew
you gotta have somebody that believe in you.
Yeah,
you gotta.
It works out a lot,
right. Yeah.
And
I flew all around the world just on somebody believing in me, and I didn't even believe in myself. I said, "This fool crazy," but we on the way to China, bro.
Hey, you feel me? It's like sometimes when you're doing something, you have so much of a positive effect on someone else.
Yes.
And even though you're your biggest critic.
Yeah.
So people are not gonna see things the
way you see them. Yeah.
So it's like. I never been into anything that wasn't really going to revolve money or make money. So whatever I did, people always believed in me because they said, Bear was always kind of like the first to do a lot of things.
Okay.
Out of all my friends, I was the first to have a car.
Yeah.
I was the first to have a job. I put a lot of my friends on. We was working at PF Chains, Quiznos.
I was bringing them along. Let's go. Let's go.
I
got a boy. He could do this.
Yeah,
I got a boy. He could wash dishes. He'll cook.
So it's like
you was the plug.
I was the plug, and then people believed in me. So they made an investment. They got their investment back.
So the other two dogs that you went with, Frenchies.
Yes. All Frenchies.
So now at this time, did Crafty Kennels was that a thing?
Yeah.
Okay, so where did the name Crafty Kennels come from, and why did you go with that?
So the name Crafty
Kennels. I love it though. I love it.
I appreciate it. So the name Krafty Kennels came about when I did safety. So I was working out in Texas. We had just did property restoration, and I was trying to figure out a name of a construction company.
Okay.
To basically, bring some people around. So then I said Crafty Individuals. Shout out to Crafty Individuals. That's my clothing line.
Yeah.
So you see the pendant. This
Check
is where it is.
There you go.
So then
there you go.
there's like, nah, nobody go hire nobody with the name Crafty. Crafty has such a bad, perspective on the name.
Yes.
But the Crafty I represent was the artistic side. So that's how my logo became something with the paint splats. Okay. As you see, I had the paint palette.
Yes.
So, no matter what you do, it's a craft. So,
I'm a crafty individual. Yes.
Crafty individual.
Yes,
so
I'm a crafty individual. You know what I mean?
Everybody's a crafty individual.
Yes.
So I'm like, well, I already got the clothing line. Let me just take the Crafty and make it Kennels now. So Crafty Kennels
works.
And then I'm just like, okay, well, I already got the paint theme going with the Crafty individuals. I'm like, let me just keep it nice and friendly to show really what Crafty is, or the Crafty that I represent, which is the artistic side.
Okay.
And that's why I have paint palettes. I have paint and everything, just nice, friendly, kid friendly as well.
Right. I love it because your logo was one of the first family fun logos that I saw, and I was like, that's hard.
Hey man,
that's hard.
Wait till you see the new one though.
That's hard. Oh,
Crafty Exotics coming right now.
Hello,
Crafty Exotics
on the way.
On the way.
Okay, so you got your first 3 dogs, right? Yes. What did you have? Did you go all 3 females? What was your first dog? The first dog.
The first dog was a male.
A male.
So another breeder mistake. Not actually a mistake, honestly. But after being in the game, you learn so much.
Yes.
Trial and error. Like I was telling you,
I need all females over here. I need all ladies.
So, I made it work.
Yes, you did. Evidently, you did. You feel me? You made it work.
The first one I got was a male, and then the rest are all females.
Got you.
So the second one was a blue sable female, and then the next one.
Oh, he learning.
And the next one was a cream.
Yes.
And then what's crazy is my cream female, once she became a year, she ended up getting a Giardia. So that was money kind of, down the drain.
Down the drain.
Because I had to invest more money in her to get her fixed.
Right, yeah.
So she can have a nice, happy life.
Right.
So shout out to my best friend, Nicole.
Oh, man.
Who takes care of Royalty is her name.
Right, Royalty.
And, she's living her best pet life right now.
That's all she can be as a pet right now.
Yes, sir.
That's it.
Yes, sir.
Oh, that one hurt.
Yeah. But, but Roxy, which is my blue sable girl, she got me right. She shot me 9 puppies on my first litter. 8 boys, 1 girl. But hey,
I feel like the thing with the Frenchies though, they're so small, cute. You could get rid of a Frenchie to somebody who's not a dog breeder. You know what I mean?
Easy, because they're friendly and they're family dogs.
Right.
They're real loving and affectionate.
Yeah.
And for someone who doesn't have a companion or have kids, a Frenchie definitely gonna give you all that you need.
Yeah.
And that's another thing that I loved about it when I first got into it, because you could be having a bad day, but your Frenchie don't care. He gonna make you love him.
Yeah.
They gonna come lick
smile,
you. They gonna jump in your leg.
Yes.
They just gonna.
Frenchie's a whole new breed.
Yeah.
Bro. Whole new breed. Yeah.
So,
my lady was like, "We need to get Frenchies over here. We need to get some Frenchies." I said, "Listen, I mess with George Soto, bruh.
Yeah.
The biggest of the biggest, bruh.
The bully cat line.
Right?
Shout out.
TBC all day. You know what it is. Stop playing. I can't get no Frenchie over here. Bully gang. We can't. I can't. What? Stop it. I can't do it. We getting bullies. Stop. So that's that. I didn't even have a choice.
Right.
It was like somebody who's born into something, and they don't. The born in Raider fans. They don't even have a choice. They're born in Rams fans.
Yeah.
They don't even got a choice. They just born Rams fans. They was in St. Louis, L.A. They all over the place, but you still a Rams fan. You was born in there. You know what I mean?
Yes,
that's kind of how I was with the TBC thing.
Yeah. So over my course of breeding Frenchies, the first one I did was in house with Royal, my first stud. And Roxy, they gave me 9 puppies. 8 of them were all tries, blue tries.
Carrying chocolate.
Carrying chocolate because, he's a lilac.
So did you know anything about what the dogs carried? Had you studied that far?
Basically, once I got ready to start selling my first dog and people start asking me like, oh, what does it carry? Yeah. That's when I got into the DNA. And I did my research. Right. I learned about, basically he's a lilac. I know he carries 2 copies of this. And then with him carrying 2 copies, he's going to automatically pass down 1 copy to every puppy.
Yes.
So it's like I didn't have to DNA all the puppies because I could tell you just based off of the dad and the mom DNA what it was.
Okay.
Mom only was blue sable carrying blue and tri. Mm-hmm. So that's why they all blue tris because
you won. Yeah, you won.
Hey,
you cleaned up.
I gave those puppies away though.
What?
I gave them away.
What?
I was new to the game.
And that's another thing that I wanted to talk about was how do you decide when you're new into the game, puppy prices? So
at the time they had this little pamphlet going out where it tell you basically what your dog is worth.
Okay.
But, coming in the game new, I work with a lot of my clients.
Yeah.
And my customers, and I kind of tried to guide them because at the same
time.
We
got clientele. Yeah. We got customers, my boy.
So I try to educate them and show them because at the end of the day, they invested in me and my program.
Yes.
So I'm not going to put someone on a pedestal or a platform to fail because I feel like I had to take you under my wing.
Yeah.
Out of all the breeders you could have went to, you came to my program.
Yes.
So obviously something about me drove you.
Yes. And it's the family aspect, bro. Mm-hmm. When I go to your page and I see the kids up there, I see you smiling. Yeah. Everything look good. Yes. I got to get a puppy from this dude. He always smiling. He out there grinding still on the 9 to 5. This is no game. He's still thugging. What?
Yes. Yeah. So like I said, I try to educate them on a lot of things, you can't go based off of what.
And I feel like with dog customers, if you put them in the right direction, those are lifelong customers.
Yeah, they're family.
You know what I mean? Yeah,
they're family.
Yeah.
So like I tell them, I tell actually not even my own customer. I tell everybody, look, I know you use so and so stud.
Yeah.
Don't look to get so and so stud prices like for his puppies,
right?
Because he worked up to that.
Yes.
If your dog don't match the same quality as the puppies that he have out, don't think just because I use this dog, I can get this type of money.
Yeah.
You have to really look at the dog and evaluate the dog yourself.
Yes.
Is the structure there?
Yeah.
Is the size there? Is the color there? Mm-hmm. Is the pedigree there? Mm-hmm. All this stuff is what I use to formulate my prices.
Okay.
I'm not gonna sell a dog for $10,000 if the dog is really a $5,000 dog.
Right.
It's just no way possible.
Right.
And I'm not gonna.
Listen. There's so many new cats that are coming into this game, right?
Yes.
Doughboys, they out there doing their thing. They don't know nothing. They coming with the whole backpack, right?
Yes.
I done seen them pull up 250,000 cash backpack. What you got for me, bro? And get worked.
Yeah, it's because
and get worked.
They're not educated, man.
I'm like,
they're not educated.
Listen, for me not saying nothing, I need 10%. You know what I mean? You got to throw me 10%, bro. For me not opening my mouth, I need 25. You know what I mean?
Easy, man.
What?
So yeah,
my boy came over here, right here, this house, this office, this podcast, and made 150 bands within 2 days.
Wow.
The way you gonna hold held Mad Dog up. We did the picture. Going up.
That easy.
Stuff fees like this. His PayPal was going crazy. Cash App going crazy. He ended up clearing like 140, 147, something like that.
Wow. Blessings.
48 hours.
Hey, but that's because
he got an RV. It's in my backyard right now. The nigga need to come get it. I said, you came over here, got 150, and put an RV in my backyard.
Hey, yo, take care of this for me, my man. Hey, babe boy. I'm gonna park this RV in your backyard, babe boy.
Hey, he shot me 5%, so I said, you know what I mean? Leave it back there.
Yeah, just leave it.
Yeah, no problem. You don't got no room at your house?
I got storage for you. Look, hey, after that 5% right now, I'm gonna start charging storage fees.
Right, it's going up. It's going up, man. So let's get into Mad Dog, man.
Okay.
Hold on. You had me get some notes on this boy. Okay. This boy done went out to probably the biggest show this year so far and cleaned up.
Yes, sir.
My man Justin threw a crazy show off the leash out there in Texas. Bear pulled up. He had the Mad Bull, Mad Dog. Stop playing. What? What did this guy get? He best exotic Merle, best exotic bully of the show.
Yes,
Y'all
sir.
went out there and wiped him down.
Man,
this boy got me doing notes. You know I don't do notes. I don't do notes.
Yeah. And you know what's crazy is my boy Crafty Frenchies out in Vegas hit me up like, bro, let's go to the show. I said,
so you wasn't even gonna go?
I wasn't even gonna go to the show, man.
Ooh.
And then he called me Friday. He said, I got my ticket. I'm flying out today. I said, well, let me get on this internet real quick and see what I can get. I said, babe, look, I'm gonna go to the show in Texas. She said, when? I said, tomorrow. She said, tomorrow? I said, yeah. I said, I already got my ticket. She said, all right.
Right.
It was already too late. So I brought my ticket. I flew out that next morning, Saturday morning. My boy picked me up from the airport. We went straight to the show. Cleaned up.
So listen, when you go all Frenchie, right? And then you get into this exotic thing, right?
Yes, sir.
Merles is not a thing in the exotic world, right?
Right.
So when you saw this boy Mad Dog, did you produce him or did you?
I did produce him.
Go ahead, give some game on that. Go ahead.
So the thing is, right, like my boy Ant was saying, a year ago I purchased a year and a half ago, I purchased my first dog. Me and my boy blackballing Bullies. Shout out to KS. We went half on this Black China dog. We called her Black China. She was a Big LA daughter. So me and him first pieced up and got that one, right? And then we bred that girl to Two-Face. And actually I got a beautiful red sable tri out that litter that I just bred this week. Shout out. Another Mad Dog on the way.
Boo! We about to be shooting Mad Dogs out there. What?
So then that was my first bully.
Okay.
Right? And then now when Mad
So did
Dog,
you guys bust down the litter since you had? Okay,
so we split it. We had 5 pups. He got 2. I got 2.
How do you decide on who gets first pick?
Well, the way we did it was
talk to me
because I picked the stud. I got first pick.
Okay,
and then on the next one, you know, he get first pick.
So was Mad Dog the first pick of the litter?
Well, Mad Dog wasn't from that breeding.
Okay.
So I had another dog. I purchased another stud for my boy Hector and Nick, Riviera Bulls, you know, Fat Boy owners. And I purchased a stud. Unfortunately, the stud that I purchased from him, he didn't grow his testicles. They didn't drop. So, you know, they made it right. They gave me a female on their next breeding who I basically bred to a stud of mine.
Shout out to the good business out there.
Yeah, shout out to Nick and Hector, man.
They didn't have to do that. That was good business.
Yes, sir. You know, so they know I purchased the dog to stud. And unfortunately, what I purchased the dog for, we couldn't use him for. Yeah. So they made it right, you know, and they gave me a female. You know, because, you know, some breeders would say, nah, you got to get the same gender. Yeah. They said, man, hey, like, we just want to make you happy. Right. We're going to do whatever it takes to make you happy. That was love. So they gave me my fat boy daughter, a lilac full tail, and I bred her to a stud in my program. And so that's how we formulated my boy Mad Dog. And what's crazy is my boy KS, Black Ballin', he had, you know, RIP Goldie Loke. He had Goldie Loke. That I was actually
so the only Merle that I'm familiar with in the bully game is Mad River,
right?
From West Coast, you know what I mean?
And then they got Bad Apple,
yeah,
you know.
But he was the
biggest.
Yes, he was the one. You know what I mean? There was supposed to be nothing after Mad River, right? So once Mad River passed away, it was kind of like, what's gonna happen? And you know how Rich moves, right? Yeah. So he was gonna run it up with Mad River,
easy.
What?
He was smart though. He froze some of the semen. You feel me?
Yes. All right, you guys, we are back. We had a little technical difficulty, but since we coming back, man, we are gonna go ahead and introduce the sponsor, and that is La Pomme. If you guys need any type of manicuring for the pets, grooming for the pets, this is it. This is all organic, all natural, and I'm gonna send my guy Bear home with one of these. Man, you know what I mean? It. Hey, tap back in and let us know if this is really the truth. I've been using this stuff for about a year, and I love it, and I'm happy to partner with these guys on the show. You know what I mean? So if you guys ain't got none of this, y'all need to go ahead and get some. We sending Bear home Crafty Kennels with a bottle so he can go ahead and try that out. But y'all need to tap in and fuck with LaPon. Get right. All right, let's get back to this story, man. So we was on Mad Dog, and I feel like he knew we was talking about him. Yeah. You know what I mean? He had to come get in the business a little bit. You feel me? Mad Dog cut out the show, but we back. Man, and let me tell you this. I've seen a lot of dogs, and this boy's a superstar, man.
Appreciate it, boss.
This boy's a superstar, man. I'm not. It's real. It's about to get real ugly for you niggas out there, man.
Yes, sir.
Real ugly, man. Because it's weird. It's gonna. it's weird until you see that first production, right? And that's when I feel like when niggas are just gonna start diving in.
Yep.
We close them at 2K. 2K is closed. We not fucking with 2K no more. That's closed out. We done topped out the 2K. That's closed out. He's now at 4 or 5. You know what I mean? Like, it's about to get real ugly as soon as this boy's production start dropping.
Yes, sir.
And I know that is the one thing that is, you know, kind of like, that's when a dog's not proven. When it's still in the works, you gotta have that pedigree. You gotta have that they want to see it. You know what I mean?
Yes,
so
sir.
once that first litter drops, that second litter drops, man, I hope you pull back up, man.
Of course, man.
You know,
Come on,
Bear
man.
don't. Hey, Bear. Hey, he gonna be. He man, Bear
right
hibernating right now. You know what I mean? He getting too much money.
Man, you can never have too much of that, man.
Man, you gonna have to pull back up after the ship takes off.
Yeah, man. But nah,
hey, I can see it already, man. I'm happy for you,
man.
Yeah,
I'm happy to be here, man.
Most definitely.
I'm thankful, and like, you know, I take pride in a lot of my productions.
Yeah,
you know? Because like I tell everybody, you could buy a dog, man, but you can't buy creativity.
Right.
You know.
Right.
So no matter what, like I tell people all the time,
preach.
You know, you can have the biggest bag in the world, but if you can't produce shit, you can't tell me nothing
At all.
Everything in my yard, I didn't produce.
Yeah.
You know, I took a lot of stuff. And I did research on, like you said, pedigrees, you know, proven producers, you know, shout out to King Cobra at Bully on Duties, you know.
Yeah.
He, you know, that was like a mentor to me when I first got in the Frenchie game.
Okay.
You know, I met him at the Bully Expo as well, my
Yeah.
first show.
Yeah.
You know, actually, Royal, he took Best Puppy.
Ooh.
You know, so I was already on a good start, you know, and I got a model I go by now.
It just start clicking. Boom,
yeah.
boom, 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 boom.
You know, and he just always he always had open arms. You know, I always reach out to him. I ask him for his personal opinions on a lot of things. You know,
Right.
We collab.
Keep it straight up
on 2 breedings, and actually his breedings that I did with his King Cobra kind of helped get me out there. You know, I created a whole army off of this bloodline. You know, which is the King Cobra, Genie, Bentley, Leroy, Magic Mike, you know, all heavy hitters in the
running
game.
it up,
and they're proven. You know, it's proven through my productions. You know, so shout out to them, man.
Yeah. So what's next for you guys over there, Crafty? Do you feel like you got something? I mean, not feel like, you know that you got something with this boy, right?
I know. Yes.
But you also got a Frenchie over there ringing bells. So it's looking real, you know, real yes, on both ends.
And like I said, man, I'm just super hyped and, you know, honestly blessed, man. So next, you know,
and that Frenchie male, man, just in case you guys don't know, that's Jack Frost. Yeah. So if y'all ain't been to my man's page and seen Jack Frost, man, y'all better stop playing and go check this boy out.
Jack Frost.
Oh boy.
Hey, and he is produced by my boy, you know, Mr. Crafty. Shout out. You know, that's another one of my studs, you know, my little Bully Merle stud. Not Bully Merle, but
hey. They know what you talking about.
You know, hey, he looked like a bully.
Right.
You know, that boy is definitely different. Shout out to King Cobra once again. That's his direct Merle son.
Okay.
His first and working Merle son. But yeah, we got a lot of things planned, man. Like I said, I just did a breeding with my two-faced daughter. Okay. You know, so y'all be on the lookout for that. I'm coming to take the bully world by storm, man. You know, and
coming to fuck shit up.
And I'm coming with an army, man.
Yeah.
You know? And I'm starting right now. I got a perfect foundation female, which is Mad Dog's sister. Yeah. That I can't wait till she, you know, get up of age and mature and ready to start, you know, having babies for me.
Right.
We gonna do it big. We gonna do it big.
I like the way you function, my brother.
Thank you.
Okay, so let's get into this, man. Let's if you had I'm gonna say a dog, you know, the damn, I can't even, what is it? Hold on, let me see. I gotta go to the notes, man. Hold on. Where we at? Let's go in here. Hold on. Oh, the Mount Rushmore.
Mount Rushmore.
I don't care if you line me up with 4 Frenchies. I don't care if you mix in a little bit. You know what I mean? Like, who are some of the dogs that you really look up to? And this is your personal opinion. It don't have to be off of numbers. It could be off of just your personal shit. Like, give me 4 dogs that you really feel like are up there, are gonna be up there, and ain't going nowhere.
Of course, outside of my camp, correct?
Get greedy. Get greedy. You know what I mean?
I feel like I'd be biased if I just named all my dogs. But I'm going to go ahead and get a platform to the one and up and coming, Mad Dog for sure.
Yeah.
He's definitely up on there.
Yes.
I had to be, King Cobra, from Bully on Duties. Man, this is hard, man. There's so many nice dogs out here, man.
Yes.
And everybody take this with a grain of salt, man. I mess with a lot of people. And please don't take this out of content if you don't hear your dog selected, man, because I love everybody's dogs.
Right. Everybody's dog has something else to bring to the table. It just depends on what you breeding for at that time, at that moment.
So if I had to choose English stud, I would say my boy Stuart Little. From Most Wanted.
Yeah. We just did a whole little story on Stuart Little. Yeah.
He's nice, he's real nice.
Killing shit.
So we got the Frenchie, we got the English, we got the exotic, and one more.
Yeah.
I guess I give it
Keep it funky.
I give it to my girl Itty Bitty. Shout out to King Cobra again. That's my female I produced off of her with him. It's small, little tiny, man. That girl's so crazy.
Yeah.
And she actually do the coming heat next. So I got a lot of stuff. I got like 4 dogs in heat right now, dog. I bred one.
Don't that feel nice?
It feels nice, but it's like
it's a headache at the same time.
It's a headache, man, because you really gotta, how your
stay
bred
on
right
it.
too.
Yeah.
This ain't no cheap.
No games.
People, don't get into breeding and think you about to just be, rich overnight. Because you definitely investing, but you get what you put into it.
Right.
So, like I tell everybody, this is a business.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, no matter how you look at it, it's a business. You're already behind. Your mindset shouldn't be what's the cheapest way I can get started.
Right.
You trying to play catch up.
Right.
You need to invest your roses, as my boy Crafty Frenchie say, in the right areas, because you playing catch up, you want to make sure that you will be able to stay afloat or even get ahead. Don't come in being cheap. Invest, do your research, know what you're buying into. If you buy a dog and you go on based off the pedigree, if the dog don't look like that pedigree, don't buy that dog.
Yeah, stay away from him.
Because I see a lot of people buy dogs, they yell out, oh, this is this, this is that. I said, where? Because it sure don't look like it.
Oh, you talking about on paper?
Yeah, you feel me? I like, man, you guys, you got to do your research. Work. Don't, even if I tell you something, do your own due diligence to go back and research it. Don't just take my opinion or like I said, my opinion, because that's what it is, Right. And make sure what I'm saying is factual. Because at the end of the day, this is your program, and I want you to succeed, but I want you to make sure that what I'm telling you, you feel and is right.
Okay,
because
so
I'm not right at all times.
With that being said, somebody who has no experience in the dog game, like yourself 3 years ago, just seeing that first Frenchie, what advice and how much money should they have coming into the game? And what and you bought a male, what would you talking to a young OG, he comes to you and he's like, Bear, listen, I'm building my bread up. What do you think I need to have before I'm good to go buy my first dog? What breed do you think I should buy? Like, what direction you sending some young bull ready to get out there and wiggle?
First question I'm gonna ask him, well, what kind of breed do you like?
Okay. At
the end of the day, you need to breed to what you like, because the markets could be hard sometimes.
Yeah.
You gotta like what you might end up keeping.
Yeah.
I don't want to tell you what I like. You breed, you get the production, and you pissed off because you still 2 months, 3 months later after they didn't drop, you still got the whole litter. It happens.
You like what's going on, Bear? Wait.
So first of all, you want to find out what is it that you like about a dog, or it's a specific breed.
Yeah.
And make sure you breed to that, your likings, because at the end of the day, you might end up with these dogs. And you want to make sure whatever you have, you like.
Yes.
Second of all, I would say at least have a nice 10 to 20,000.
Okay.
If possible.
Okay.
And if not, share that dream with somebody else.
Yeah.
Share your vision with somebody else. Pair up.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people don't have 10 to 20,000 to start off.
Sitting around.
Right. But 2 or 3 people could come up together with that.
Yes. And then, tax time is coming up. I know a lot of you. I know a lot of you bum niggas got baby mamas. You know what I mean? You might be able to get in business with your girl. It might be your baby mama.
If she ain't sold them, if she ain't sold the kids already, sold the kids for 500 to 1,000.
There's so many people, man, running up the tax game. It's funny as hell. But if that has to be an entry, you know what I mean? This is a time of the year when people tend to have a little bit more money to spend. Mm-hmm. And rather than going to buy them new J's, that car that's gonna break down or get repoed because you bought some shit that you knew you couldn't afford, but you wanted to stump for 3 months until they got your ass. However the case may be, it's lucrative, man. But you gotta pay attention. You gotta have a vision. Yes. At the end of the day, you know what I mean? And it doesn't matter if your vision is correct right now or if you somewhere in the future, you know what I mean? And you breeding for something that's going to be coming down the line in 2-3 breedings. And you just, you see where you're trying to go. And it don't matter if other people see, your dream and your vision ain't everybody else's.
So, so like I said, if you can't do it on your own, piece up with some trustworthy people because this business can be greedy at times,
Very.
You see a lot of snake stuff going on,
Anytime there's big money involved, you got to be cautious. You got to make sure that you doing what you're supposed to and make sure all ends are tied.
Yeah, for sure. So, like I said, get with like-minded individuals who you trust, you believe would be a good investor with your program. And then after that, find a nice female.
Yeah.
Unless you see a hard stud, you be like, nah, this one is it. You got a gut feeling? Follow that feeling, man. Yeah. Because I could be telling you something wrong. And I don't want you to be like, man, I saw this nice stud, but Bear told me to get a girl, so I'm getting a girl now, man.
I'm going to tell you a story real quick. Okay. Jason of Imported Bullies bought Batman from George. George didn't give 2 shits about Batman. He was, are you sure? Like, he looked at him, you know what I mean? And Jason's still young, so he was real young then. He was, 16, 17, came with his 10 bands, saved up all summer, work, did his thing, whatever he was doing. Came to George, and George was like, man, like, I don't even really have nothing over here for 10, but you a young dude. Like, I see you really trying to get it. You stay fucking with me. Come over here. I'm going to let you get first pick.
What?
Let him pull first pick. He said, you want... And he was like, bruh, I just had a feeling like he was it. You know what I mean? And even though George, one of the top bully breeders, if not the top bully breeder, period, is telling you no, he's like, nah, that's him. Mm-hmm. He went with his gut, and the rest is history, bro. Like, him going to the first West Coast Bully Expo, man, if you guys haven't checked out the podcast, y'all need to do it. But off that first show, my man showed up and cleared over 250. 19 years old. What? He was working at CVS, living at grandma's house. He said he sold a dog and his, what my man say, his W-2 was like 15 grand for the year working from CVS, right? Wow. And he had he was like 17, 18, still young, right?
Right.
And he had just sold a dog for 15 bands. And he was like, bro, it looked like it was 30 because, it's 5, 10s. You know what I mean? These ain't all hundreds.
Right.
It looked like it was way more. He said, I showed my grandma, and my grandma goes, you need to move. You're selling drugs.
Granny said, yes, that's not right.
you out of here. He said the coldest thing happened. He looked at his grandmother and he knew his grandmother was dead ass serious. He had to leave. He didn't have no other family, nowhere else to go. He walks outside. The lady is hitting in with the steak for rent. He rented the house next door to his grandma and ran it up.
And that's like a movie, yo. That's like a movie.
What?
You need to make a movie about that.
What? Hey, I said, Jason, he said, bro, I'm 19 years old in a brand new Corvette fucking shit up. All these dudes in this small town that told me I wasn't going to be shit, wasn't doing shit, this and that are on me, like tough. Like, bro, how do I do this? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he was like, you got to believe in your shit. You know what I mean? And I feel like that Jason story, Imported Bullies, shout out to Jason.
Yeah.
His story's so dope, bro. And he's still making waves now. You know what I mean? To even be able to be a part of TBC, leave TBC, and doing the shit that he's doing now, you just got to, stay true to yourself.
Like you say, nobody could tell you how to use your creativity.
No.
Because everybody look at things differently. That's why y'all have 2 eyes,
Yep.
And that's why my vision is different than yours. That's why some people wear glasses, some people don't, And that's the beauty of life, You can really create your own thing. That's why I said crafty, it's your way of art.
Yeah.
Your vision is your vision.
Yep.
Your masterpiece is your masterpiece. Find your vision and stick to it.
Yep.
Because, like you said, the top breeder in the game.
What?
Telling him, nah, bro, that's not it.
That's not it.
He like, nah, bro, I feel it in my gut. That gut feeling is all you need.
My nigga made so much bread off of Batman, he was scared to tell me. He said, I can't tell you on camera. He told me, and I'm never going to tell y'all, but he told me, and I'm like, golly, bro.
Right.
Then the other thing that happened was, before he had even went to the show, he had posted one picture of Batman, right?
Right.
Wasn't even open, posted a picture. China hit him. He's sitting at dinner with another super big breeder, Cali Rick. They offer him $150. His first dog, they offer him $150, right? He paid 10 bands, ain't done shit with the dog. Like we all know, this is an animal. They could die tomorrow. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that part.
Rick is like, he's out of here. Get him out of here. He said, nah. He said, Rick is sitting there at dinner with me, arguing with me. Like, you better take that deal. Right. You better take that deal.
Right.
And he was like, when I walked out of West Coast and I had $250 on me, I'm looking at everybody as I'm walking out. He said people were walking up to me at the show just cashing me out. Cashing me out. Boom, here you go. Boom, here you go. Oh, that's it. Here you go.
Hey, let's get it.
What?
and that's nothing but, like I say, I go by motto, no validation needed,
Yeah.
And that's simply meaning that basically, like, no matter what you may feel about me or my production, your personal opinion doesn't validate me or my creation.
Right.
My creation validates itself. So, like I tell a lot of new breeders, don't be discouraged. Get your dog in the ring.
Yeah.
Showcase you. You're your biggest billboard. You know? Don't go to a dog show and be a fly on the wall. Right. You're here for a reason. Be seen.
You got to get out there, bro. You got to get out there, because if not, especially now, you're going to get left behind. Yeah. Because there's some niggas who don't have it, but they talking like it's it.
Yeah, facts.
And all they doing is pulling attention from what you really got.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You don't really have to be necessarily louder. Just stack up.
Yeah, stack up.
Throw them on the table. You know what I mean? It's niggas, I'm talking shirts off, dogs in the air.
Lion King
big
challenge.
Yelling,
the Lion King challenge.
Yeah. What? Going crazy. Hey. Like, that nigga's not it. But you still paying attention because it's right.
He's drawing
demanding attention.
Yeah.
And like you sitting over there.
He over there yelling. He demanding attention.
Hey. Mad Dog is ready to go, bro.
Hey, chill out, bro. He said, hey, man.
I ain't used to this shit. I ain't used to this.
So then, so like I said, a piece of, get a female or a male. If you have that gut feeling, follow that feeling.
Right.
After that, get you your logo made. And once again, it's a business.
Start branding.
Get you your cards made.
Yeah.
Some people feel cards is a waste of time, but you don't know. You attract different clients.
Yeah.
Some people might take you more serious, or you might stun someone like pulling out a business card.
I mean, still to this day, when you're talking business, the first thing they're gonna ask you for is your business card. And we in 2022 and they still ask it. All right, well, bro, let me get a card, or let me get a flyer with your info on it. You know what I mean? Run it up with them business cards. All the little social media shit, all the little bullshit, like all that's fine and dandy. But if you don't have something tangible that they can hold, because I get home, bro, after a show, and I got so many cards, so many stickers in a box.
Yep. Throw it in a box.
And I'm just running through them like, oh, he was hard. You know what I mean? But if I didn't have that something tangible to grab, I'm going to forget about you. You know what I mean? It's just too many people. Yes. You talking to 1,000 people, boom. Then the next hour, another 1,000 people. You think you're going to just, unless you was really in love with that dog, that stud, that female, other than that, you getting forgot. You getting left in the dust.
Out of sight, out of mind.
Yeah.
And like I tell them, get you your own merch.
Yep. Run it up.
You got it.
Design your shit.
You're your biggest billboard.
Check him out. Ugh.
You're your biggest billboard. I tell them, you got to be seen. You got to be seen. It's on my shirt.
Yep.
It's on the chain. It's on my phone.
Everywhere.
Everywhere, My hat, this shout out to the brindles, man, it's so much stuff, man. It's
Brandon,
like, I can really
Brandon,
tell you,
Brandon.
It's like I tell everybody, man, like my boy Ant just said, man, you gotta have that gut feeling. You gotta stay true to your vision.
Yeah.
You hear a lot of in the French game, you hear a lot of no pies, no brindles. I'm just speaking on that. And at the end of the day, a lot of dogs with nice structure come from those
pies and brindles.
You feel me? So I actually, when I first got in the game, you see them advertised, no pie, no brindle.
Yeah.
And I asked somebody, why no pie? Why no brindle? nobody could ever explain to me. I'm like, you telling me like something you can't even explain. I don't get it. Please tell me the logic in that.
Yeah.
And then I produced a nice brindle.
Yes.
Shout out to Legacy. You know, his mama JoJo. You know, she take care of him right now. You know, and Legacy definitely changed my point of view, and it made me fall in love with brindles, man. And I made a whole campaign about them. And it said right here, Legacy, remember the name.
Yeah.
And on the back of my hat,
hold on, flip it. There you go.
Make brindles great again. You feel me? And then here you go right here. It's super small, but it say Legacy on that thing. Remember the name. And
going down.
He basically changed my whole life and perspective on brindles. So I love brindles now to this day. I love all brindles. I love pies. And I tell everybody, if you like it, buy it.
Yeah.
Don't go based off of what somebody else like.
Yeah.
Because this is your camp. Yeah. This is your program.
Yeah.
You create your destiny.
Yeah.
And don't let nobody else steal that.
For sure. So what do you feel like? Can somebody come in and drop you the bag for Mad Dog right now? Could it happen? Anything is possible.
Everything got a price tag.
Okay.
Everything got a price tag, man.
Because hey, I done been in some nitty gritty circles, boy. Heard some conversations, boy. I'm telling you, bruh.
Yeah.
Hey, you gonna be in a heap of trouble.
Yeah.
Once the first litters come out and they see them dog. What?
We went to For the Love of Bullies yesterday. Shout out to High Class Bully G and them.
Yeah, how was it?
It was real nice. It was dope. You know, Mad Dog. You know, we left with some little hardware. You know, which we wasn't too
running it up.
And we we left with some.
How's the competition for the Merle Bullies right now?
There is none.
Yes. Yes. Talk that talk.
Hey, let me talk about
that talk.
Hey, I always tell myself, you know, when the time comes, you know, when I do reach those pinnacles, I'm always remain humble. And it's a lot of nice dogs out there, but Mad Dog is in a lane of his own.
Yeah.
You know,
you feel like he could be the next Giagi, the next
for sure.
Okay.
There's no doubt about it. I feel like, you know, like I said, he's one of the most compact, small, boned up, 5.5-month-old bully I ever seen. Not just Merle bully, but bully.
Yes.
You know?
Yes.
The Merle's just a plus.
Yes.
You know, but you know,
Merle's that shit on top. You know what I mean?
It's that little, you know. So, you know, like I said, he's definitely in the lane of his own. You know? And shout out to all the breeders out there, you know, creating their own masterpieces.
Yeah.
But this is mine. This is Crafty Kennels.
This is it.
You know?
Crafty Kennels.
And we here, you feel me?
Dog.
We coming to the bully game. We making a mark, you feel me? First stud, you know, and I produced them, and that's even the more, you know, flex.
Yeah. Like, pat on the back.
You know what I mean? I see a lot of studs out here that people pieced up and bought, you know?
Yeah.
And they running it up. But I can say I'm gonna run it up on my own production.
And how do you feel about that? How do you feel about a breeder who has a dog that they didn't produce?
Honestly,
how does that does it ruffle your feathers? It
don't, because at the end of the day, the breeder who produced it felt like it was no need for him to keep that dog, or he felt like he maybe needed the money better at that time, you know. So breeders sell things for all different reasons.
Yes.
And at the time, you know, a dog may not be eye appealing to them, and they get rid of that dog, and that dog be the biggest thing ever, you know, biggest thing ever.
Boom.
You know, so it's like, man, you might luck up. You know, shout out to you.
I feel like it has to be that perfect combo. You got to have that crazy stud producing, but that dog is nobody without the person that's promoting it.
Yeah, and that's another thing I was gonna double back on. One thing I don't like though is when a breeder buys a stud, and then he makes as if he produced it.
Yes.
And then he like, oh no, you can't use this stud.
Yeah.
Like what? You didn't even produce that stud.
You bought this nigga.
Like,
man.
you
Stop
know,
playing. What?
Like what? You didn't even produce this stud. How you get to use it? Like give me the creator on the phone.
Hey, it's a lot. Hey, it's a lot of salt out there in the game, man.
Yeah. So.
Oh man. Here we go, man. We're gonna have to turn him down and get up out of here. We burning up cameras and shit. Here we go. Hold on. All right, y'all. We back again, man. We got technical difficulties. Y'all got to forgive us, man. We just in here just running it up, man. I appreciate you, Bear, for pulling up. Man, we going to, hey, we could go and go, but Bear, I want you to pull back up after West Coast, man. I want you to go down there. I want you to run it up. Hopefully you can come back so we could do this again, because it's a lot more that we can dive into. You know what I mean? Sure, man. Way more. So way more. I appreciate you coming. I appreciate you bringing Mad Dog. You know what I mean? We see you out there. Yes, it's a lot of niggas looking that ain't really showing that gratitude. You know what I mean? Like it's a lot of shade when niggas know you winning and niggas know what you about to do. You know what I mean? And if you got some shit that they wish that they had, or like, you know, a little salt, you know what I mean? It just means you territory, you know? Hey, anytime you're doing something right, it's gonna be haters involved. If you ain't got no haters, you ain't doing something right. Ain't popping. Yeah. Stop playing. You know what I mean? Yes, sir. So before we get out of here, if there's any shout outs, you know, make sure that everybody knows you know, your Instagram, your socials, all of that good stuff.
All right, shout out to, you know, first of all, shout out to the fam. You know, my fiance, my kids, you know, they the face behind Crafty Kennels. Yeah. You know, as you heard, you know, I work for UPS. I do this. So, you know, they help, you know, the kennel. They help the families. You know, they take care of the dogs. It's a family business. You know, shout out to Bully on Duties, you know, one of my first mentors. Shout out to Worthy Kennels, another one of my mentors. You know, shout out to KS, you know, Block Ball and Bullies. You know, that's my boy. We run together. Shout out to Crafty Frenchies, you know. He represent Crafty all the day. Out in Vegas, you know. Shout out to my man Ant, man, for even just, you know, giving your boy the opportunity to step on his platform. Exotic Network,
man. We trying to take it to the moon, you know, baby.
That what they say, the # dog news with 2 G's.
2 G's. Stop playing with us.
You know, and I just, you know, overly grateful and thankful for the opportunity, man, to really just come up here and just, you know, just express my story with you guys. And
all love. Been seeing the grind. Been loving what you're doing. You know, loving what you're producing. I'm like, oh, my boy out here.
Yeah, I can find me at Crafty Kennels, you know, on IG, or Bear Peterson on Facebook, or Crafty Kennels on Facebook. If you need anything, you want to lock in Mad Dog, you know, tap in. Tap in. 310-661-1426, you know.
I'm telling you,
we right now. Zelle, we ain't doing Cash App right now.
Oh, Cash App is out.
Cash App is out. Man. I'm scared of that right now.
It's ugly.
It's ugly. It's ugly. But, hey, man, like I said, man, just stay true to yourself, man. Remain humble. You know, treat everybody with kind and courtesy, you know. A lot of these people you feel like may not have money, got a bag, you know. Just because they don't look like they got money, they got money. So you might see somebody with like 10 followers hit you up, you know.
It's game.
Treat that dude or that woman with the same respect you would somebody with 10,000 followers.
Right.
Because that person might be quicker to buy a dog from me at the price you're asking, and the person with 10,000 will be like, how can I get the dog for free? Or can I get it for $500?
I hate to cut you off right here, Bear, but you just sparked memory. My guy had just got into the Bulldog game, and he had a dog that wasn't for sale, right? Mm-hmm. These people came out, little like bullshit truck, looking like they just got off of work, right?
Right.
Come to pick up one puppy, and the other dog comes around the corner, and the lady, they were Hispanic, starts talking Spanish. My boy's African American, black dude. Like, what the hell going on? What? He's ain't gonna like, hey, the lady's going crazy. Like, what? Just start talking Spanish like extra fast. The dog. Shout out to Colorful Bulldogs, my boy D. The dog was identical to a dog that had passed away of theirs. That basically, like, started their whole business around this dog. Right. The dog passed away, and she's showing pictures of their dog at the same age as this dog.
Right.
And D said, bruh, if it wasn't my dog, it's the same dog. Like, if I didn't, like, I produced the dog, so I know that's, you know what I mean? Yeah. But looking at these pictures, those dogs were identical.
Reincarnated. He
said, I didn't want to get rid of the dog. I threw a crazy price. She didn't even look at the husband. She said, see.
Like that.
Boss. He said, and I knew that I could have doubled the price and it still wouldn't have been an issue, but I won.
Yeah.
Won.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And the only reason why I'm thinking about I could have doubled the prices because of how quick she said yes made me second guess the price that I gave her, right. Which I already thought was high as hell. Yeah. I was expecting her to be like, nah. Yeah, right?
Right.
They take the one puppy. He goes, gets the shots for the other puppy, goes to deliver the dog. He said, Aunt, when I pulled up at a fucking ranch, bro. They had a whole, like, it was a nigga at the gate to let me in. I felt played when I rolled up. They driveway was my whole block, bruh.
Damn.
They was sitting on million M's.
But they pulled up in a raggedy truck.
Yes. So, like my man Bear
covers, man.
was just saying, don't judge the book by the cover. No matter followers or the way that they pull up, you never know what they got. And D just happened to hit the jackpot because of the situation. You know what I mean? Yeah. But back to what Bear was saying, don't judge them by the. I done seen me and George roll around in a minivan. Straight up.
Yeah.
George then came over to the crib so many times that people are like, this ain't the nigga you always talking about, bruh. This ain't him. This ain't, And George is with the business ready to work the whole nine, so he's in sweats, minivan, and he's like, no, this ain't the nigga. Yeah. This got to be his driver. Yeah. This ain't,
the presentation not adding up.
What?
You not presenting her what you telling me, dog.
Then we go over to the house, and my girl's like, and sees the van over in the cut. Something ain't right, dog. Something ain't right.
Man, you but don't. Yes, courtesy and respect, man. It's the biggest thing, man.
That's to do it.
It's like even if the people don't got the money now, they gonna remember you because of how you treat them. You know. That's all I ask for, man. Everybody treat everybody with respect, man.
100%.
Because you was there when you first started. You didn't know. You went to who you thought knew.
Right.
And you wanted just some information. They try to do their research. And then because you want them to pay for your time, like when it's a simple question, like, come on, man. You get your blessings through so many other ways.
Right.
And it don't always have to revolve money. You get what I mean?
Right. Right
now. So, like I said, like my boy Ann said, we could go for days, man. I could go for days, man. But we're going to save some stuff for when I come back.
West Coast Bully Expo 6 is about to go down, man.
Check us out, man. We'll be in the building. We got a booth.
Y'all don't fuck with Crafty Kennels. If y'all don't pull up, at least see what my man is talking about. Come see that boy, Mad Dog. Yeah, I mean,
live in color.
What?
Yeah,
it's about to go down, man. I'm Anthony Smith, and I'm sitting here with my guy
Bear, Krafty Kennels,
and we out, man. This is the Exotic Network. We appreciate y'all.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Out of there.